Hey guys, I finally got my lucky Harvey watch, and yeah, it's really beautiful. And so it's only been one day, so I've only worn it for one day, and yeah, it's. I guess the first impressions are that the time is actually quite hard to read. So if you're like younger or you have like very good eyesight, it's really not a problem. But for me, this is more like jewelry. I'm not really using it as a watch. It's more like just something fun to have on my wrist. And I actually have my smartwatch here that I'm going to be using mainly for like actual watch purposes, like timing stuff and even looking at the time. But yeah, it's as a watch, maybe not if this is your only watch that you're going to wear on your wrist, or you don't plan to like check your phone. This is a pretty difficult watch to actually read. But yeah, if you, it's just I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, one of the interesting things is when I first got the watch, I didn't like really wind it, so I just kind of place it on my timing graph thing. Not really timing, it's like I'm just using my phone, but it uses the mic and then it listens for the beats per hour and stuff like that, and kind of checks the accuracy. And it was like 20 seconds fast. Actually, I kind of wind it, took like a nap, and when I woke up, it was like I just like, oh, I'm gonna just check the accuracy, and then it's like 20 seconds fast, and I was pretty disappointed. I was even this is a funny thing because then I woke up, I decided to like go for a jog, and I actually walked to the track, and I was just like thinking the whole time, like, man, like Chinese horology just, even for like a watch this expensive, it's they didn't like regulate it out of the factory. Like it's really running 20 seconds fast per day. Like that's pretty bad. But then after I finished my jog and I went home and I measured it again, it was like +1, +2 seconds. So it seems like as it like winds down, then the accuracy like kind of goes out the window. But as you wind it back up, then it's really good. And I've been measuring it out through day. Like so, that was yesterday, and then I just measured it when I got home from work today, and it's still like 2 to 3 seconds fast per day. So yeah, it's really good. I think it actually was regulated out of the factory. So I'm really impressed. And yeah, so I don't my I'm actually just I don't know if I got like a really lucky watch, or this is just how these like more expensive Chinese watches are coming out. So yeah, pretty happy about that. And then this thing actually wears kind of small on the wrist. Like it's 43 millimeters, but whereas like I feel like these are actually like the same size. Where when I wear the Glenna, I feel like it looks pretty big on my wrist. But when I wear the Lucky Harvey, it's not like small, but it just doesn't look too big either. So it's actually a really nice size. So I think if anyone just wants like a really good looking watch on their wrist, like this is a nice size. And I guess I'm not super skinny, so maybe my wrists are a little bit thicker. Maybe that's why. So if you're really skinny, then maybe this will look a little bit too big. But yeah, it's I was surprised. It doesn't. I feel like it doesn't wear big. And oh yeah, also the straps really good. It's funny because I spent like $150 to buy like a bunch of rando straps, 22 millimeter straps that I guess I will use for the Glenna. And I was thinking of like basically replacing the strap, but this strap is actually I really like it. So maybe you'll kind of like you only live once. So instead of like babying the strap and keeping it in a box and stuff, maybe I'll just wear it. And yeah, it has some kind of neat things that I didn't think it. It actually has like these little pieces here. I'm not sure. Is this normal now in like rubber straps? Basically, it holds these I don't know what these are called. The things the buckles, they hold the end piece together. So yeah, actually I'll just put it on my wrist right now because probably guys want to see like a wrist shot. Let's see. Almost done, and here back. So yeah, this piece here. So I'm actually gonna like if you just put it in, there's like these little slots here, these little rubber slots here, so I can move this thing It just makes it feel like really secure. So now this thing doesn't move at all. So that's like really nice. So it just kind of feels higher quality, or at least that's not what I'm used to. Like I have some pretty nice like Citizen watches with rubber straps, but they don't have anything like that. And this strap is also really thick, so it almost feels like you're wearing like a rubber tire, which is not bad. It feels nice. So yeah, it's just really secure. And yeah, I'll just kind of show how on the wrists. And then I think there's probably still one bit that I couldn't quite clean off yet. I think you're supposed to like rub this off. Like I feel like this blue stuff here, I think you're supposed to like maybe take a erase or something, but it's not coming off as easily. But also I guess I don't care too much. Maybe it's gonna protect that this wow, I'm losing my train of thought. What is this called? But yeah, I think it's protecting like the logo there a little bit. So not too in a hurry to get rid of it, but yeah, I think I'm supposed to rub this off somehow. But yeah, the watch is very nice. Like I'm just really impressed by how well it keeps time. Like last night I was measuring, it was like 0 to 2 seconds, and then today, like after work, it's like 3 seconds, which is still really, really good. So, but yeah, as it winds down, then it will run faster and faster. So just kind of expect that. And yeah, the movement, and I'm pretty sure this is a peacock, or it's a peacock movement for sure. And I think it's really close to like the SL3511. And I'll show a picture probably beside this video here. Because like you can see like certain things are like exactly the same, but also things are different. So, but I feel like for sure it's like in the same family. So yeah. So yeah, and then actually I noticed at work, like every hour I'm actually kind of like excited to see this little golden ball like shoot out. And I'll just I guess people have seen it already, but I'll just do it. Yeah, so you see that golden ball, it kind of comes out. So every hour I'm just kind of like looking forward to that, which is really nice. And yeah, I'll set that up again. Actually, I don't even know if it hacks. I don't know. Let's see. So actually, I think the original movement does have a date. So when I pull it, it's like the first click kind of does nothing, but I could feel it like doing something, like it's trying to kind of like do like the quick date set, but there's no date on it. So I have to pull it out again to set the actual time. And yeah, does it hack? Okay, yeah, it stopped, and then okay, yeah, it hacks. Yeah, there's no second hand, so that's one of the things. Like, it's actually still really fun to see like every hour that little thing pop out. But yeah, if you're just kind of like looking at, whereas like the Glenna, you see all this stuff happening in real time. Like, there's nothing going on except it's just so gorgeous to look at. So that's the only thing that you have going for it. And also, I really like the intentional design. Like, so you see like these other kind of gold pieces here, and there's supposed to be like jewels there, and they could have just used like the purple rubies that like everyone that you see everywhere. But instead, they chose to kind of like darken it, make it dark here. So I don't know if those are like some kind of like dark color rubies, or there's glass on top, some kind of dark glass on top. Because like they have like the other more green version of this watch, and then that actually shows the rubies instead. But I feel like they chose not to show the rubies here, so it's like whoever's designing it is like really intentional. They're not just kind of like throwing things together, which I really like. And yeah, it's just really beautiful. So yeah, this is kind of like my first initial impressions. I'm gonna wear this for a while, and then yeah, if you have any questions to ask me, go ahead. I'll give like fair warning, the not easy to read. So this, you need a watch to like read to actually like tell the time. then this is maybe not the greatest choice. But if you're like me, I'm like wearing my smartwatch on my other wrist. I have my phone with me all the time and stuff like that. This is more for jewelry, and you can still read it. Like I need to like kind of like angle it, and I need to have like good lighting, and then my eyes can focus, and then I can read it properly. Sometimes even like kind of fun to try to focus your eyes to read it. I don't know, like I don't mind this. I'm kind of buying this for like a lucky charm. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and yeah, it feels like night and day when you're holding these two watches. But is it like 20 times? Actually, it's like 40 times the Glenna. No, so it's like, oh, maybe like 60 times. Well, my math is really bad right now, but yeah, it's many multiple times the price of the Glenna. So yeah, it's is it worth that much? So yeah, before, like the watches I was kind of looking at was like the Propex Seiko GMT watch, the one that has like the 78 hours. So it's kind of like a better movement than like the Seiko 5 versions of the GMT watches. So it's not an NH35, it's actually like another a little bit higher grade Seiko movement. So that was kind of what I was probably wanting to buy. And then I was like, okay, that's nice. I got my like steel dive watch I'm so happy with. So let's go for something really, I kind of want something just all Chinese all around. So yeah, Chinese design, Chinese movement. And yeah, I'm just really curious, like if you actually do pay the money, what do you get? So yeah, now that I know that this is like really accurate, I'm just so happy. And so the next test is the reliability. So yeah, I already took it for a jog. I'm not babying it, but I'm not going to like treat it like garbage either. So yeah, hopefully it's going to last over a year. That'll be yeah, so, or no more, much more than a year. Like yeah, hopefully I'll be like giving you like 2-year updates, 3-year updates and stuff. And then I thought like this would be the last watch I would buy for a while, but while searching for straps for this watch that I probably won't even use, because I think I'm going to be using this until it breaks. But it's so durable, I don't think this will break for many years. But yeah, while I was searching for straps, I found I basically like one of the watches I was also thinking about was like a Hofa, like those Richard Mille kind of clone watches. You know, the reason I didn't buy it because it's like a Richard Mille. It's like I don't want to spend money like on a homage watch. I want to spend money on like a original design. So that's why I didn't go for the Hofa watch. But then I saw it was like only for like $100 Canadian. It was like this Richard Mille kind of like look-alike watch, and for a second there I thought that maybe these are like kind of like Chinese factories just pump out watches and then people like put their own logos on it. So I was like, is that what this is? Because it looks just like the Richard Mille, not Richard Mille, the Hofa like Moon Rabbit watch. But then I looked closer and stuff, and yeah, it's a totally different movement. Whereas the Hofa is like based off some, I think it's also a peacock movement, and it's like I think it has like 60 hours power reserve. But the one that I bought, which is it's just like a normal 40 hour power reserve watch. So yeah, it's like the movement's different, but it actually still looks really clean. So that's why I was kind of fooled, because I was like, wow, that's like a really good looking movement. It looks almost like the Hofa one, which I thought it was. So yeah, I end up buying a knockoff of a homage watch. So I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, so that's probably I don't even think I'm gonna wear it. Maybe I'll wear it for like one day just to give some impressions. But yeah, I plan to wear this like daily. So, and then I'll probably give some like maybe a weekly update. Maybe I have some ideas about it. And yeah, so maybe we'll talk about like the SL 3511. I think it's in that range of movement from Peacock. But yeah, I've been talking to ChatGPT a lot, and basically, yeah, as much as I love this watch, I don't Lucky Harvey like doesn't have their own like little watch factory pumping out these watches. I think what they're doing is basically the dragon here is like supposed to be sterling silver, and I think they probably contract this out to some artisans to create that, and then this funny. It's actually like a gold bead that shoots out here, and I was talking to ChatGPT, and it was like most likely it's not 100% gold, because if it was gold, it'd be like too soft for this movement. But I don't know. This is just what ChatGPT is telling me. But like the Lucky Harvey says, it's like mostly gold, like 18 karat gold. So yeah, and then I was like, oh, so how much do you think it's worth, like for this little nugget? It's like hollow in the center as well. And then ChatGPT was like, it's probably about $10 worth of gold. So it's like, yeah, you're paying for the design and everything else, so you're not really paying for the gold. I just thought that was kind of interesting. And yeah, basically what I think Lucky Harvey's doing is they design the watch, and then they contract it out to probably make the case and parts and stuff like that. And at some point, they send all the parts to Peacock, and then Peacock's the one that assembles this watch. But yeah, I think Peacock just do a great job, and they seem like specialize in like tourbillon movements, so pretty high end movements in general. So I think they're, yeah, I'm just really happy with it. There's I do not feel like I wasted my money or anything like that so far. So yeah, if this thing is reliable, then it's gonna be great. And I think I'm just rambling on and on. I'm trying to create like the longest Lucky Harvey watch video there is, because when I was trying to research Lucky Harvey, there's like literally like no real review videos about it. I think there was like one, but even that person, well, it's just like me. They only like looked at it for the day or so forth, and it didn't seem like they actually were wearing it long term. So you don't get too much of an idea of like how this watch will do long term. So yeah, this is a semi high-end Chinese watch. So we'll see how this goes. Can this be a heirloom in the future? Like if it's keeping the plus 1 or 2 seconds and then it's super reliable, like hell yeah, like this would be an amazing heirloom. Imagine like your ancestor like picking this up, like holy crap. That'd be funny too if like inflation's so bad in the future, like any handmade stuff is like so ridiculously expensive that can't be done. But yeah, anyways, I'm done rambling. I hope you guys have a good night. Bye bye.